Now recently you must have come across many videos where a Chinese businessman or influencer explains how you've been fooled for years. These luxury European brands sell products with heavy price tags, $34,000 to $35,000, but according to them, the actual cost is just around $1,300. You'll find tons of such videos circulating on social media where Chinese businessmen claim that the $38,000 price tag is fake. They argue that all these products are manufactured in China and are available there at a much lower price with similar quality. Now you might wonder, yes, I've seen these videos, or maybe I haven't yet. In that case, just search for China luxury brands on YouTube or any social media platform. You'll find dozens of videos explaining how everything from Stanley cups to luxury bags to expensive clothes is manufactured in China. Many super rich are obsessed with these luxury brands. They travel to Europe or the U.S. and spend thousands on them. It's a humongous market. Now you may think, wait, $35,000 for a bag? Well, you have to understand, we're talking about ultra-rich individuals whose net worth is around 50 to 100 millions for them. Purchasing these items is nothing. These luxury brands have made European companies insanely rich. And if you think they're rich but not at the level of a Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg, then let me tell you an interesting fact. If you check the Forbes list of the richest people in the world, you'll obviously see Elon Musk on top, followed by Jeff Bezos. But as you scroll down, you'll find Bernard Arnault and family above even Mark Zuckerberg. Now Bernard Arnault doesn't own any oil empire or social media company. He simply sells luxury. Yes, all those brands you see, Bvlgari, Louis Vuitton, Tag Heuer, these all fall under his group LVMH. They sell luxury watches worth 30, 40,000, perfumes, clothes worth in thousands. Some of the wealth is inherited, sure, but a massive part of it comes from selling luxury items globally. If you visit the websites of these brands, you won't believe the prices. A simple keychain, yes, literally a key ring, which some companies even give for free, sells for $600 to $700. A woman's handbag or clothing can easily cost $40,000. And you might ask, who buys such a bag? Why would anyone spend $38,000? Well, the ultra-rich often use what they wear or carry as a status symbol to reflect their wealth. They can't flash their bank balance everywhere, so they let their possessions do the talking. Now, Chinese businessmen have disrupted this market in a big way. They've literally exposed how many of these made in France bags aren't actually made in France. According to Chinese influencers, these luxury items are made in China by highly skilled laborers. Then they are exported to France or Italy. Some minor changes are made. A "Made in France" label is added, and the product is sold for thousands. This has had such a huge impact that brands are now being forced to clarify to their customers that their products are indeed made in Europe. Brands like Balenciaga, Miu Miu, Bvlgari, Tom Ford, etc. have all come out denying the claims. They say their items are made exclusively in Europe. They even mention on their websites that watches are made in Switzerland, jewelry in France, Italy, and sunglasses in similar European locations. But the truth? It's hard to pinpoint. It's nearly impossible to verify every detail, where the raw materials are from, how much of the stitching was done where. Still, the sudden surge in these videos with similar scripts raises suspicion that this may be part of a coordinated campaign by the Chinese government, possibly a tactic in the ongoing trade war. But China has done it. They've used influence and storytelling to damage Western brands' credibility. Now you may ask, but wasn't China's main enemy the U.S.? Why target European brands too? The answer is, China knows that Europe, despite showing interest in trade with China, is ultimately pro-U.S. Sooner or later, European countries may align more with the U.S., and hence China is preparing by damaging the West's credibility altogether. It's a long-term game. So now I'd like to ask you, who do you think is telling the truth? The Western luxury brands or the Chinese businessmen? Write your opinion in the comments section. And let me know, have you ever purchased any of these luxury brands? How was your experience? I'd love to know what it feels like to buy a $40,000-$50,000 bag, because I personally never have. Let me learn from your stories.